What's up, YouTube? Tench Arizonia, the Angry Dracolope and the Jackalope crew here, and I have a bit of a follow-up video for you today. Now, as you know, some weeks back, I got myself a couple of new cold steels. Well, I have those cold steels here.
Hello.
Yes, we have my cold steel tomahawks. First off, the Trailhawk, which I got the little sheath for. Where can I put that? I'll put it behind the camera for now. So yeah, we have my cold steel Trailhawk here. Nice bit of a close-up on the head. And yeah, fairly long tool, 21-inch handle. And I've done a bit of work on these because, as you know, when they arrived, the edges were absolutely piss poor and could not even cut paper. I'm going to have to remove my camera remote from harm's way so I don't put my arm on it. And since I've got these, I've actually resharpened them. Now, one thing I will say is they did take quite a bit of time to put a decent edge on, and the edge still isn't up to my usual standards. But I will say that when you're working on these, you are going to first have to sand through a clear coat. And to do that, I advise using 240 grit sandpaper. That's what I done. Used 240 grit sandpaper and then moved on to the sharpening plates of my workshop. Now, I've got a bit of paper here. I'm running low on this at the moment. So, yeah, as you can see, when I get the edge aligned correctly, it's kind of difficult. But as you can see, this will actually cut paper now. It's not flawless by any means. It does still snag. You just tear that bit off. But, yeah, as you can see, it is still snagging quite a bit. It's because it's an awkward blade, to be honest, but it does cut. It does indeed cut paper now. And this is actually the one that I've got the worst sharpening job on. It's duller at the top and at the bottom than it is in the middle. But it is fairly sharp. Bites into wood now, which it didn't do before. It just bounced off originally. So, yeah, if you're willing to put the time in, these tomahawks can be good. And yes, I did oil the blade to prevent it rusting using some 3-in-1 oil. Because let's face it, we're not going to be using tomahawks on food. So, I do still have work to do on these. I'm going to strip the paint in the future. And then I have the plastic clear coat. Yeah, at least I would assume it's a clear coat because it feels really plasticky on the back. The clear coat on the back, like I removed from the front. So that's one of the hawks that I've done work on. Much improved edge after the work I've done on it. So let's move on to the main event. Yeah, you can fall back, I don't really mind. Which is this one. The cold steel Norsehawk. And as you can see, this blade is oiled well. Very well, in fact. I might have to actually find a cloth to wipe this off. Actually, just wipe it from my trousers. There we go. So yeah, this blade I've done more work on. Again, I went through the same process on this. It's a close-up of the blade. I'm not using my recording light tonight because I want to get this out of the way quickly. Same 21-inch handle. No hammer pull on this one. And yes, I have left the set screws in. They are going to be removed eventually. And as I said, same work went into this one. 240 sandpaper to remove the clear coat from the edge. And then onto diamond sharpening plates. Again, I will bring a bit of paper in. Move out the way slightly. So hopefully you can see this. That is snagging again. But not as bad. It's not tearing so much. It is cutting, but this is a toothy edge on this. That one did tear. Sorry about that. This does, in fact, cut. There you go. Once I get the edge alignment correct. That said, the edge is still not as sharp as I would like on this. I am still working on it. But it is now a serviceable, albeit a rough edge. And yes, it is awkward because I have got a massive handle here, but there, it does actually cut the paper when I get the edge alignment correct. As I said, it's not easy because I am dealing with a 21-inch handle on this, but yes, it does cut, although it is a bit rough still. That said, a tomahawk such as this really doesn't need to be able to cut paper. I like it to cut paper, but it's not necessary. And honestly, there's still quite a bit of work to do on this edge and the edge of the Trailhawk to get it to a point that I honestly consider acceptable. But as things stand, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all as things stand. It's a relatively good edge, to be honest. There is still a bit of work to do on it. There is a bit of a burr left from where I sharpened it. So there will be another follow-up to this video in the future. Not so much an impressions or a test in this video, just an update for you of the work I have been doing on the Cold Steel Norsehawk and its counterpart, the Cold Steel Trailhawk. Both good hawks in my opinion, if you're willing to put a little bit of work in to getting the edges nice. I'll just do that so you can see both blades, hopefully. So yeah, that's my work, my update on my Cold Steel Tomahawks. Still some work to be done on them to get the edges as I would like them, but overall I'm impressed with how easy they are to get to a usable standard. Again, I will do another update once I finish sharpening these edges. They are just roughly sharpened at the moment. I haven't run them through all the grits on my guided sharpening system from Workshop. I've only run them through the very coarse and the coarse. So, expect another video when I finish running them through the fine and extra fine grit, as well as the ceramic and the strop. That's pretty much all I have to say about these today. As you can see, the edges are not perfect yet, but they are vastly improved from when I initially got them. I will also be doing a follow-up on the future on this knife, the Condor Mayflower, so expect that. That should be coming in the next few days. That's all I have to say on those topics, but I do still have 145 channel stickers available at $1.50 a piece. If you would like to get yourself some, you'll find a paypal.me link in the description of this video, as well as in my channel banner on YouTube. And these are $1.50 each. Anyway, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment, and share. And remember, be good to each other.